Creativity is not separate from the essence of mind. It simply lies beyond the clutter of everyday thought, an unedited and undiluted manifestation of mind itself. And this is something really important to remember in those times when we feel we might be lacking in creativity, if we're struggling to come up with ideas or looking to solve a problem. We might feel like we just can't get there, as though somehow it's up to us to sort of to will our way to the answer in some way. But actually, once we step back from that, we start to find a place from which creativity arises. And that's the place to rest in, focusing less on the thoughts in the mind and instead just creating a space where those new thoughts, more creative thoughts can arise rather than being caught up in the everyday chatter of the mind. It's really interesting when we're trying to come up with a particular idea and we might really focus on it for a long time. And yet it's only when we walk away from it or when we're having a shower or eating our dinner or whatever it might be that suddenly the idea comes to mind. And usually that's because we've relaxed the mind. We're not so focused on the thinking, on the process of thinking. Instead, we've created a space in which those new thoughts, the fresh thoughts, can actually arise in the mind. So just making sure that you're sat comfortably, making sure that the back is straight, is upright, without being forced in any way. We're going to start with the eyes open. And some big deep breaths, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. As you breathe in, noticing how the chest expands as the lungs fill with air. And as you breathe out through the mouth, how the muscles soften as the body gives way. And with the next exhalation, just allowing the breath to return to its natural rhythm. As you close the eyes, feel the weight of the body pressing down. And just settle in to the space around you. Remember allowing sounds to come and go. Just paying attention to them, not getting involved in them, not resisting them. Just noticing the different sounds around you. And as you bring the attention back to the body, noticing how you're sat, noticing how the body feels right now. Sense of tiredness or lightness. Is there a greater sense of stillness or restlessness in the body right now? Without trying to change anything, just being interested, curious, starting at the top of the head, just gently scanning down all the way to the toes, noticing how the body feels. And now just shifting that attention to the breath and to the movement of breath in the body. And noticing where you feel the rising and falling sensation of the breath. Noticing the rhythm of the breath as well. So whether the breaths are long, short, deep or shallow. And as you continue to follow the breath, now counting the breaths as they pass, Just remembering to realize, to notice when the mind's become distracted in some way. Each time just gently coming back to that point of focus, to the breath. And each time you notice the mind's wandered off. Nothing to do, no effort required. Just letting go, that thought gently coming back to the breath. still allowing thoughts to come and go. No effort required, but each time just gently bringing the attention back to the breath again. So just letting go of any thinking, any planning, and just gently coming back to that rising and falling sensation. And now letting go of that focus on the breath. And for a moment, just letting the mind do whatever it wants to do. And bringing the attention back to the body now. Just feeling the weight of the body pressing down against the seat beneath you, the feet on the floor, the hands, the arms on the legs. Just starting to become more aware of the space around you, the sounds, the smells, perhaps any sensation against the skin. And then when you're ready, you can just gently open the eyes again.